Well, they're all struggling. Got a long injury list, to be honest, at the moment. Got 11 of our first team squad, out or probably likely not to be fit the weekend. So we're struggling on the injury front at the moment. It's very difficult because at the moment we're playing 2 games a week. So sort of preparing for a game and then resting after a game, preparing for another game. So we need a free week to get on the training ground and do some extra work. But, we've got a free week and there'll be an international duty next week. So the games are coming so thick and fast that hopefully we think that the games themselves, will bring him on a bit as well. We've had a little spare where we haven't got the results we'd have wanted. We've got a home game tomorrow. Any home game for us is vital. Every home game we think we'll win. We hope we'll win. And tomorrow is where we start. And really, to be honest, we don't look too far ahead. We know we've got a difficult run of games coming up, but it's no good looking at them. We have to beat Blackburn first. We went to Bolton and they, from the first second of the game, and we never got out of our half of the first. They had 2 corners in the first 2 minutes of the game. They were in our faces, and we certainly weren't going to be given any time or space to, get the ball down and start knocking it around. They were going to deny us that and get after us, and that's exactly what they do. You don't get any time to play in the Premier League, certainly away from home you don't, and that's what you're finding. But it's a difficult one. We're not trying to make any excuses, but we have had a couple of difficult results. And certainly against Bolton, it wasn't a great after a fantastic night against Inter Milan. How much Inter Milan plays a part in the Bolton result really is difficult to say, but I'm sure it must have some type of impact. Well, he's always done just a fantastic job, whichever club he's been at, and they're going to be really, really difficult to beat. They're going to come here full of confidence, and they'll take great pleasure in trying to turn us over at White Hart Lane. They've got nothing to lose. They'll come here. Perhaps we're expected to win, so they've got everything to gain, and we know it's going to be a really, really difficult game. Really difficult game. They're playing particularly well at the moment. Just from our point of view, we've had a couple of results. We need to get back on the winning rails. So I think just from that point of view, we just need a win tomorrow. We need to be focused and go out and do what we need to do. Be aware of the threat that they pose, and get a positive result. Not wanting to make any excuses for ourselves or the players or anything, but maybe it is difficult. You'd probably see most of the clubs who are playing in the Champions League maybe find it difficult to, for the next game after that. We certainly did last week. But, that's what happens. We've made the Champions League. We've got to get on with it, and we have to find a way of keeping that level of performance for the games after them. So I think it's physical and it's mental. So you can argue, you can freshen it up, but we did that last week and it didn't really work for us. So it's not easy. I think everybody finds it not easy, but it's a work in progress situation, and we're fully aware of it, and we'll try and see if next time we play a Champions League game, if we can get a positive result after it.